Hey you guys, so in today's video I want to discuss a few things. I want to talk about 5 things that can be represented by retirement. To start it off, I want to start with freedom. So for many people who retire, you have the freedom to do things that you normally didn't have time to do, and you can do it on your own schedule. So now I'm still pretty adamant as far as scheduling things and being on time and stuff, but instead of doing it on my job schedule, I got the time to do it on my own schedule. And some of those things is like going to the gym, taking my kids to school. When I was working, I would have to plan. If my kids had something going on at school, I would have to do it. I would have to ask my job for permission. So I was basically doing it on their time, not my own time. But now, actually, a couple days ago was Veterans Day. My daughter had a Veterans Day event at her school, and I was able to go. Some of my friends who not retired, they couldn't go because they couldn't get time away from work. So for me, it represents freedom. Also, new beginnings. A good example would be my little brother. So I have a little brother. He's also retired from the military, and he's from North Carolina. So when he retired, he sold his house in North Carolina and he moved to Thailand. So now he's been living abroad in Thailand. It's 2024, so he's been there for about 2 years or so. Before moving there, he went on vacation there, spent a couple of months there to see, how he would like it, find a place, meet some people and whatnot. And for him, his new beginning was moving to Thailand and starting over. For me, a new beginning is since retiring, I picked up a couple of different habits that I didn't do before, I've been learning to be more. I've never really been the type of person who fixes anything as far as like vehicle. I've always been, if I need something done on my vehicle, I've always taken it to a shop because I'm not mechanically inclined. But since retiring, I changed the oil. Like I go on base, they have a mechanic auto shop near where I live at on Fort Jackson. So I go on base and I do my own oil changes, rotate my own tires. I do all that myself. Save me a couple dollars, and it gives me another skill to learn. Also, relaxation and leisure. That's another one. I noticed since retiring, I take a lot of naps. So like for me, I get up in the morning, I do my kids' hair, get them ready for school, get them fed. I go to the gym. After I drop them off at school, I normally go to the gym. After I come back from the gym, I'll take a nap. Yeah, I take a little nap in the morning time after I leave the gym, and I watch TV with my wife. I don't play as much video games as I did before I retired, but I do like to play video games sometimes. I watch a little bit of anime, but I can lay there and I don't have to think. It's so relaxing to be able to lay on the couch that short period of time and watch anime or play some video games with some of my military buddies. Um, Personal growth and fulfillment. So for me, since I've been retired, and that was a main reason actually for me to retire. So I've always been interested in the stock market. So since I've retired, I've been more focused in the stock market. So I've been reading. I try to read at least one book or listen to an audio book a month. So I've been doing that. I also have picked up trying to learn a new language. Um, Trying to learn to be a better husband and a better father. Um, so those are the 5 things for me that retirement represent. So freedom, new beginnings, relaxation, personal growth. That's 5, right? Freedom, new beginnings, relaxation, personal growth. Oh, travel and adventure. So I retired from the military in 2019, December 2019. And me and my oldest daughter, we went. I had never been to Honduras. I had never even heard of Honduras. Had never been to Honduras. And me and my daughter, that December for Christmas, we went to Honduras. It was our first time ever there, and we took a trip there, and we met some new people. Neither one of us spoke Spanish. I don't speak Spanish. She didn't speak Spanish, and we went to Honduras. We met some people on the flight. They were pretty nice. They actually let us stay with them for a few days because it was a soldier. He lived in Florida, but he's from Dominican Republic. He's from Dominican Republic. He lived in Florida, but he had been stationed in Honduras in the past and married a woman from Honduras. So they was visiting Honduras to go visit family, and we were just going. So they let us stay with them for a few days so that way they can introduce us to the country. And fast forward from 2019 to 2024, I've been going so much that I now actually have a home there. Like I have a whole house over there in Honduras, a small little 2-bedroom, 1-bathroom house. And I go there 2 or 3 times a year with my friends, or I take my kids and we go to Honduras. And so for me, that opened that up. And also I went to Japan in February. I flew to Japan by myself, didn't know anybody. I just got on a flight, went to Japan, and I spent a couple weeks in Japan. I got a cousin who lives in Misawa, Japan. He's stationed there in Misawa, Japan. So what I did was I flew to Okinawa, and I met some strangers for the first time. We hung out, we had a good time, we went out to eat. They showed me around Okinawa, and then I caught the flight from Okinawa to Yokota, and from Yokota I caught the train to Misawa, Japan. So those are 5 things that I have learned about myself since retiring from the military.